Markets are quiet on the surface right now, but underneath there is pressure building. And Bitcoin is sitting at a very important structure. I'm not reacting, I'm not confirming, I'm just waiting because fear is creeping back in, prices are heavy, and most people don't really know what to do here. I'm not chasing anything, I'm letting the market come to me. This is Bitcoin on point, where we don't react emotionally, we read the structure and wait for price to show its hand. Now, Bitcoin is sitting at a very interesting place. Price is pressing into major daily structure, and this is one of those moments where a trade idea can start to form. Not executing yet, but forming. Nothing is confirmed, but the way that Bitcoin is behaving around this level is exactly how potential daily trades begin. Most people are reacting to the move. I'm watching the reaction itself. Because if Bitcoin holds here, this could turn into something very important. And if it doesn't, it tells us something just as valuable. So in this video, we're going to break down Bitcoin's daily structure and why this level is a decision point, what happens if support holds versus if it fails, why I'm not taking any trades right now, and how I'm handling all of this inside the $10,000 to $100,000 public challenge. Now, this is where patience is doing more work than activity. Stick with me. So a quick reminder, I'm publicly taking a trading account from $10,000 to $100,000 fully transparent. No forcing trades, no overtrading weekends, no guessing. Every trade I take, entries, exits, and reasoning are shared in my live Telegram channel. YouTube is a daily market read, but Telegram is where the decisions actually happen. And the links are all in the description. Now, before we go further, hit that like button. Let's target 20 likes and subscribe. It helps more than you think, and it tells me you want more of these real market breakdowns. Now, here's what just happened in the background. Finance didn't go crypto. Crypto is quietly becoming the infrastructure finance needs. Banks aren't being replaced, they are upgrading, and Ethereum is being used for 24/7 settlement. This is global reach and always on financial rails. This isn't hype, this is how systems evolve, and historically, markets tend to build long-term structure right when short-term fear is the loudest, and we've seen this many times before. Now, let's take this into the charts and talk about Bitcoin's daily time frame, because Bitcoin was forming an ascending triangle with support sitting around $87,000. This level is very important because price previously broke out and now it's retesting that structure, which is exactly how markets behave before they make a direction. If 87K holds, this structure stays intact and upside scenarios remain open and on the table. But if we get a clean daily close below 87K, that's where things change. Now, below here, the next major area the market starts looking at is around 75K. It doesn't mean it has to happen, guys. It just means this level decides the story. And because it's Sunday, I'm not acting anymore. I'm just watching how price behaves into Monday and Tuesday because that's where decisions are more likely to get made. Now, zooming into the 4-hour chart, Bitcoin has previously respected a rising trend line that provided support for a long time, and that trend line has now broken. Price retested it, and we're seeing rejection. So this tells me something important. It's that the market is already or has already grabbed the liquidity above and is now testing whether buyers are actually existing below. If price reclaims and holds back above that trend line, it gets interesting. If it continues to reject and lose momentum, I simply stay patient. There's no trade here, just simple information. And on the 2-hour time frame for Bitcoin, the 90K level has been very, very clear. I've highlighted this in several videos over the last couple of weeks where price has tried to close back above it twice now, and it's failed on both attempts. And this tells me that this level has flipped from support into resistance. And we're also seeing price disrespect the minor trend line below, which suggests there is short-term weakness. So until Bitcoin either reclaims 90K with strength or fully reacts at a lower support area, I'm sitting on my hands, and this is a patience territory. Now, inside the trading challenge, nothing has changed. We've taken 2 trades so far, both are winners, and the account is still up. I'm not adding any risk at the moment, and this is because the market feels uncomfortable, but I still execute trades on the week's platform. I track everything with profits precision and keep all updates transparent. You can find extra information within our free Telegram channel. This is about process, not frequency. Now, heading over to Ethereum. Right now, this isn't a trade idea here. On the daily, this is because price is broken below a trend line and is consolidating near long-term support. This zone has historically mattered, but it doesn't mean we act here. It just tells us where attention is building, so no trade and no bias. Similar to Bitcoin, it's just simple observation. And on the 4-hour chart for Ethereum, the key levels around $3,050 and $3,000 have already done their job. Price failed above and liquidity was taken, but now it's drifting towards the deeper support, right? If Ethereum reacts here, good to know. If it breaks here, also good to know. But again, there isn't any execution at the moment. So here's where we stand. Bitcoin daily is a decision zone. Bitcoin lower time frames are weak, but not resolved. Ethereum is primarily context only. Macro is quietly constructive, and me, I'm just waiting. Nothing is confirmed yet, but this is exactly the kind of market where patience gets paid and impatience will get punished. So I'm watching, not reacting. All tools, platforms, and links are in the description. Weeks, Profits Precision, and the free Telegram channel. I'll see you there, and we'll let the market make the next move.